Hi friends, I am Dr. N. Chandrasekaran, retired commerce professor. Today I am going to teach you the subject income tax law and practice in the format of questions and answers meant for the students of BCom, MCom and others. First question, what do you mean by the term income tax? Simple meaning is it's a tax on the income. Then what do you mean by the term income? The term income is not defined under the Income Tax Act 1961. But under the Income Tax Act, the following are the items that are included under this head income is explained. What are the examples of income? Profits and gains, dividends, capital gains, winnings from lottery, amount received under key man insurance policy, any insurance profit, winnings from lotteries, a perquisite to a director, perquisite to a representative assessee, voluntary contribution to a trust are all examples of income. Next question. Who empowers to levy income tax? Only the central government is empowered to levy and collect the tax through state governments. The revenues collected through state governments are again distributed to all the state governments. When the Income Tax Act was passed, the Income Tax Act was passed in the year 1961 and it came into force on the first day of April 1962, and the rules was passed in the year 1962. It applies to the whole of India, including the state of Jammu and Kashmir. What are the objects of levying income tax? The revenues collected through income tax are utilized to meet out the expenses of defense, provision for education, infrastructure, health care, etc. Next question. What do you mean by direct tax? Direct tax is levied on the person by whom it is payable. For example, Mr. X earns salary income. On his salary income, he has to pay the tax. This tax liability cannot be shifted to another person. This is called direct tax. What are the examples of direct tax? Income tax, wealth tax, etc. Next question. What do you mean by indirect tax? Tax is levied on one person, but it is paid by another person. That means the liability of paying tax is shifted to another person, just opposite to direct tax. What are the examples of indirect taxes? Next question. GST, goods and services tax, excise duty, customs duty, etc. How indirect taxes are collected? Next question. When we do mobile recharge, we are paying the recharge amount, for example, rupees 200, that includes GST. Likewise, dish antenna recharge, buying movie tickets, paying restaurant bills, buying a TV from a dealer, Only the dealer is responsible to pay the tax. But he collects the tax through the customer and pays to the government. So we are paying indirect tax through someone. That is called indirect tax. Next question. Who is an assessee? Simple meaning is, assessee means the taxpayer. One who pays tax under the Income Tax Act 1961 is called an assessee. Next question. What's the definition for the term assessee? An assessee is a person by whom any tax is payable under the Income Tax Act 1961 on the income of his own or on the income of another person for which he is responsible. This is the definition. What's the meaning of income of his own or income of another person? For example, one person earns salary income or business income, he should pay the tax. That is on his own income. Under what circumstances that person will pay tax? On the income earned by others. These are the examples. In the case of a minor, only the guardian is responsible to pay the tax. In the case of non-resident Indians, NRI, the agent is responsible to pay the tax. In the case of a deceased person by will, the executor is responsible to pay the tax. In the case of a deceased person without any will, only the legal heirs are responsible to pay the tax. These are the examples of income of another person for which one is responsible to pay the tax. Next question. What do you mean by the term person? In common English parlance, a person means a human being. A person means a person. But under the Income Tax Act, it has got different meanings. 7 categories are included under the term person. 1. Individual. 2. A Hindu undivided family, HUF. 3. A firm. 4. A company. 5. A group of persons or a body of individuals. 6. A local authority. Last one, every artificial person created by law. These are the 7 categories. In my next video, we will take up the remaining parts of the basic concepts and definitions in lesson 2. Thank you so much for watching this video.